In animation, colorful rounded fabric squares converge, spiraling upward. Ability Summit.
Hello, Ability Summit. I am Shilpa Ranganathan, and I lead the Windows Product Experience Organization. This is my first opportunity to present at
Shilpa has
Ability
dark
Summit.
hair and a black
I'm
jacket.
incredibly excited to be here and to share with you the journey we are on to empower people with disabilities and everyone to create a more inclusive Windows. Today, you have heard that at Microsoft, we believe that accessibility is a fundamental right. For Windows, that means we must create accessible experiences that empower our customers with disabilities to thrive in the Windows ecosystem. The opportunity is huge. Today, more than 1 billion people create, connect, and learn on Windows. And for every one of those users across the disability spectrum, we strive to provide options so you can customize and personalize your unique experience. We really want you to be you. Windows 11 is the most accessible version of Windows we have ever shipped, and this is all because of you. People with disabilities and your feedback have led to product innovations that we are really proud to share. Now let's explore a few of these features: live captions, voice access, and narrator. First, Windows 11 offers live captions built into the operating system. Systems-wide live captions on Windows 11 can automatically transcribe spoken content from any audio. Now, these are really great if you are deaf or hard of hearing, trying to learn English, or just being in a noisy room. Now, you can even move the captions window and place it anywhere on the screen, and you can also personalize these. Now, the part that I'm most excited about is the offline availability of this feature. Windows Live Captions are available wherever you are because you do not need to have an internet connection. Now, the second feature is Windows 11 Voice Access. Everyone can now control their device and dictate content using their voice. Together with our Mobility Advisory Board, which is a community of experts that really keep us grounded, we've developed voice access to be easy to learn and easy to use. And I'm really excited to share that in the Windows 11 February update, we have been able to bring voice access out of preview. Now, third is a collection of experiences for Narrator, Windows' built-in screen reader. With Narrator, we are on a journey to make it easy and delightful to consume content for people who are blind. We've heard your feedback on the importance of Braille and the role Windows and Narrator play in supporting a rich ecosystem of AT solutions. This is why I'm excited to share that with the Windows 11 February update, Narrator will extend support for more modern Braille devices. I have a very special thank you to HumanWare for their partnership in bringing 3 devices to the Design for Surface family of accessories. So what's next for inclusive Windows experiences? Today, more than ever, we are spending so much time on our PCs. And while we've found many ways to be efficient, we can also find ourselves quite overwhelmed and distracted. Our neurodivergent colleagues and customers have been very clear that we need better tools to manage the cognitive load we are all experiencing today. In response to this feedback, we are working on tools to help. Along the way, we have captured our learnings and partnered with others to create the Inclusive Design Toolkit for Cognition to help us all build inclusively. And I'm thrilled today to announce that we are, for the first time, publishing that toolkit to all of you. To share more on the toolkit, I'm pleased to welcome Christina Mallon and Margaret Price to the stage.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christina Mallon, and I'm a neurodivergent inclusive designer with dual arm paralysis who runs inclusive design here at Microsoft.
Hey, everyone. I'm Margaret Price. I'm one of the founders of Inclusive Design and a strategist here at Microsoft. We launched Inclusive Design in 2015. And millions around the world.
Margaret has long dark hair and a black
we have
jacket.
Tens of thousands of schools and higher education using it within their curricula. But there was a whole field of opportunity that our initial toolkit didn't address. So we wanted to start a huge body of work to answer the question, how does inclusive design support cognition? This included learning from and working with close to 100 experts in cognition across disciplines. Hundreds of people with disabilities who are neurodiverse. I identify as being neurodiverse myself. Dozens and dozens of people across industries in varying occupations, from emergency room doctors and developers to firefighters and air traffic controllers. We conducted comprehensive literature reviews and tested a lot of our hypotheses in design sprints over a 2-year period. Christina will share the highlights of what we learned and how we framed that learning to make a difference.
Christina has blonde hair and a pink
I
jacket.
want to define cognition, which is a range of mental processes that acquire, store, manipulate, and retrieve information. As a person with ADHD, these cognitive processes can be difficult at times, which stops me from achieving my goals. So with this toolkit, we had a guiding principle, which was for any task to be successful, motivation must equal or surpass cognitive load. As Margaret said, we've learned from our research partners and the disability community that it's important to identify cognitive load and the type and level of thinking required to complete the task. Once that's defined, you should be able to create an experience that doesn't overload the consumer. Together, we've developed 3 guidelines for the toolkit. The first is start with identifying the user's motivation and then create goals and tasks to complete those goals. The second, identify the cognitive demands and their levels needed to complete the task. And third, co-create. Work together with neurodiverse communities to create experiences that reflect the incredible diversity of human cognition. Just at the beginning of this long journey, and we will continue to work with our research partners and the disability community to build on top of this. So teams at Microsoft have really been implementing this into their work. Shilpa, I would love to know how Windows is doing this.
Thank you, Christina. One example I wanted to share with you today is how we are making it easier for everyone to be more productive on Windows with our new features to help users focus. Now, this is a favorite of mine. Windows Do Not Disturb allows users to turn off notifications. And when you're ready to turn on Do Not Disturb, Windows will tuck notifications away safely in the notification center. And once you're ready to engage, you can review what you missed. Another favorite of mine is focus sessions. You turn it on and you turn off the distraction. When you're in a focus session, Windows turns on Do Not Disturb, and it also turns off taskbar badging as well as apps flashing on the taskbar. Now, thanks to the integration with the clock app, you will see a timer that will allow you to write that overdue trip report, read that lengthy journal article, or just get in the flow of your code. And you can even play audio from Spotify to keep you engaged in your task. Now, these tools that work for everyone would not be possible without the principles of inclusive design for cognition. Christina, how do we get people to get access to this toolkit?
Well, before I tell the team, I want to let you know how thankful I am for these focus tools. They're really a game changer for me. So, okay, where can you find the toolkit? Go to inclusive.microsoft.design to download the toolkit. And if you want to learn more, right after this break, join us for a deep dive in the breakout session, Building for the Brain.
Thank you, Christina and Margaret. And thank you to all of you who have joined us at the Ability Summit today. We look forward to receiving your feedback on Windows accessibility and the Inclusive Design for Cognition Toolkit.
Thank you for participating. There's more to experience. Explore other content experiences in the top navigation bar. In animation, an L-shaped curve of rounded fabric squares undulates softly.